Hello. Yeah. We gotta go on a mission right now. So will you come with me? Oh, you will.
And the Oscar goes to Heath Ledger.
Warner Brothers and Christopher Nolan in particular for allowing Heath the creative license to develop and explore this crazy Joker character.
I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. It's gone.
Though his name and talent are widely known, the mystery remains. Why was this exceptional individual taken from us at just 28 years old? This person was born on April 4th, 1979 in Perth, Western Australia. His mother, Sally Ledger Bell, taught French, and his father worked as a mining engineer. He grew up with his sister, Catherine, and it is claimed that they were named after characters from the novel Wuthering Heights. When he was 10 years old, his parents decided to separate, and he stayed with his mother along with his sister. Nevertheless, he maintained a connection with his father, and they found time to spend together. His first school was Marymount Primary School, and later he attended Guildford Grammar, where he had his first encounter with acting when he played Peter Pan in a school play. Despite his parents' separation, they knew well that their son loved performing. So they gifted him a box full of costumes, including a doctor's coat that we all later know he wore. His first passion was chess. Believe it or not, he excelled so much in the black and white board game that the same year he won the Children's Chess Championship. At the age of 17, he expressed a desire to take his exams early so he could focus on his acting career. Around the same time, he was also called up for the hockey team, and many believed he would be a future star in the sport. But there came a moment where he had to make a choice between sports and drama. And he, of course, chose drama. His first role, albeit small, was in 1992 in the film Clowning Around, where he played a clown. What a coincidence! He decided to move to Sydney, where he believed to be the city where his dreams would come true. He took a bag and all his saved money and never looked back. His best friend, Trevor DiCarlo, suddenly decided not to let him go alone, and the two set off on an adventure to Sydney. When they arrived, they had a total of 69 cents between them. Nevertheless, things weren't as bad. He went to a casting for the documentary Sweat, which told the stories of several Olympic hopefuls. Shortly after, he appeared in Australia's most famous soap opera, Home and Away, playing the bad boy surfer who takes advantage of a young girl's heart. At the age of 19, he decided he wanted to try his luck in Hollywood, and in 1999, he headed to Los Angeles. That same year marked his breakthrough when he appeared in the teen comedy 10 Things I Hate About You, alongside Julia Stiles and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The film became a favorite among teenage audiences and propelled him upward. However, he didn't like the way he became recognizable. The same year, he was also cast in the lead role in the thriller Two Hands. Choice after choice, he slowly but surely progressed, and a year later, he was invited by Mel Gibson to star in the drama The Patriot, directed by Roland Emmerich. In 2002, he turned down an offer to play Spider-Man, which we now know as the Tobey Maguire trilogy, because he preferred to appear in independent films to showcase his acting skills. Not everyone can easily turn down such a production, especially since at the time there weren't many superhero films. He starred in Monsters Ball, The Ballad of the Beast, The Kelly Gang, Casanova, and The Brothers Grimm. Completely different productions conceptually, but he excelled in each one. However, this made people wonder who he really was and what he wanted from the world of cinema. Then came his role in Brokeback Mountain. There, he retold the tragic story of a cowboy homosexual fighting against society for his love and how the world fell in love with him. For this role, he was nominated for an Oscar and a Golden Globe. The film was truly pivotal in his career, as he met Michelle Williams on set, and the two began dating, welcoming their daughter Matilda on October 28, 2005. They became a favorite couple in Hollywood and always find themselves at the center of all rumors and gossip, from which they try so hard to escape. He tries to hide from the paparazzi, but it never works out. Once again, he wants to break free from an image he doesn't desire. Michelle says that when she started living with him, he began to have health problems. He couldn't sleep for a long time, and in the evenings, he had headaches. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned until the end of the video to uncover the secrets behind his unforgettable performance as the Joker. Not long after, they split up, but he doesn't take a break. On the contrary, he plunges into the depths with the role that will remain eternal. With the performance that earned him an Oscar, Golden Globe, and BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actor, that's right, with the role of the Joker in Christopher Nolan's trilogy for The Dark Knight. In a film like this, where Batman is the main character, played by Christian Bale, alongside Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman, at first glance, the Joker remains in the background. But that's only until the film begins. Personally, I believe his performance in the film is one of the greatest in cinema, and I don't think anyone could have played it better than him. He fully embraces the idea, and to understand the psychology of the Joker, he locks himself in a hotel room for 43 days. In this way, he feels what it truly means to be isolated and alone with his thoughts. As crazy as it sounds, it pays off, as his brilliant performance brings the film $400 million in just the first 18 days, and thus, the boy who never gave up on his dreams reaches the pinnacle of his career. An interesting fact is that Ledger constantly rode a skateboard around the set of The Dark Knight, dressed in full Joker costume. Makeup artist John Caglione Jr. worked with him during filming and said, "In the morning, Heath would come and give us big hugs. This happened every day. He was always in a good mood and never in a slump or anything like that." However, for one of the scenes in the film, while Bruce Wayne is hosting an event at his elegant home in Gotham City, it was planned for the Joker and a group of mercenaries to crash and disrupt the party. The actor playing Alfred, Michael Caine, was supposed to be there to greet the guests, but the actor was so shocked by what he saw that he forgot his lines. In the great scene between Batman and the Joker during the interrogation, Heath explicitly tells Christian Bale to really hit him for maximum effect. On January 22, 2008, the world was shaken by the tragic news of Heath Ledger's passing. He was discovered lifeless in his New York apartment around 3:30 p.m. Alongside his body were sleeping pills and packaging for various medications, sparking speculation of an overdose or suicide. However, an autopsy later revealed no traces of banned substances in his blood. Many believe that on that fateful night, Ledger struggled to sleep, resorting to a deadly combination of painkillers, sleeping pills, and anti-anxiety drugs. Reports indicate that he was still alive at 1 p.m. the following day, evidenced by his snoring heard by his housekeeper. However, by 3 p.m., his massage therapist found him unresponsive despite her efforts to awaken him. Paramedics arrived swiftly, but it was too late. Ledger was already slipping away. It appears that his death was not a deliberate act, but rather an accidental overdose. The potent cocktail of drugs plunged him into a deep sedation, a state where the brain shuts down and essential functions like breathing become compromised. The perfect storm of personal turmoil, a challenging career phase, and the stress of a new role may have driven him to increase his dosage, leading to the tragic end of a brilliant talent. He died at just 28 years old. Shortly before this, in an interview with the New York Times, Heath shared that his role as the Joker had exhausted him, and he couldn't sleep for more than 2 hours a day because he couldn't stop thinking about the shots. Heath Ledger delved deep into the madness for his portrayal of the Joker, immersing himself in a world of chaos and darkness. In a revealing German documentary called Too Young to Die, Ledger's father unveiled a chilling glimpse into the actor's preparation, showcasing disturbing photos and entries from his diary during the film's development. Furthermore, IGN journalists uncovered a haunting atmosphere within Ledger's apartment, where Joker's quotes echoed from speakers, Batman posters adorned the walls, and Heath's voice brought the character to life in a haunting symphony of madness. In the history of American cinema, there are only 2 actors who did not live to receive their deserved Oscar. Ironically, both are Australians, Heath Ledger and Peter Finch. I don't like the idea of death, but if I die too young, I hope I've done enough to be remembered. My films will live on for the people who judge what kind of person I am. I've never taken acting lessons. That's why I sometimes make a lot of mistakes during filming. I love to do things that scare me. I love to be scared of new roles, and I'm always scared of them. Every time it seems like I've been cast by mistake, but I manage it. I don't even know how I play the role, and every time I'm amazed at how I manage to fool everyone. I do it just because it's fun. The day it stops being fun for me, I'll just walk away.
Human. If it wasn't on the edge, it didn't interest him. If there wasn't a risk, some type of risk involved, he had no time for it.
Heath was the most alive person that I've ever met.
Such an amazing talent and so alive.
Full of life, a lust for life.
I do feel like he loved his character, he loved to act.
He was such a gracious actor.
For us, the experience of the movie, I can say, was a really deep and fun one.
But I think the choices he was making were incredible acting choices about craft that I didn't really understand yet.
In between takes, I was laughing my head off because I was liking how much it seemed to be working.
I think he's going to get an Oscar nomination, probably get the Oscar.
We will continue to search for the answer to this question for many years to come. Whether this role truly took the life of our beloved actor, but we will never know for sure. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Heath Ledger, we are reminded of the complexity of human existence and the profound impact one individual can have on the world. Though his time with us was tragically short, his brilliance continues to shine through his timeless performances and the lasting memories he created. Heath Ledger's story serves as a poignant reminder to embrace authenticity, pursue our passions relentlessly, and cherish every moment we have. In the end, he may have left us too soon, but his spirit lives on in the hearts of those who were touched by his artistry. Thank you, Heath Ledger, for sharing your extraordinary talent with the world. Your light will never fade. Thank you for making it this far and watching another one of our videos. If you liked it, press the bell, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe, comment below. It really helps the channel. Share with us who you want to be the next personality on the channel. Stay curious, love each other, and we'll see you next time. We are the untold story of